Hey YouTube, Volcanic here, and I'm back. Yeah, I'm sorry, I haven't been on in the past 2 weeks. My best friend, who just recently got married and had a kid, went on his first vacation, so I offered to watch his house, and he has 3 dogs, 3 cats, a lizard, and 2 fish tanks. So I stayed at his house and watched that for his pets and all that stuff. So, and I didn't really have, his computer has passwords, and I don't really feel right using other people's computers. So, and so I'm back now. So it was pretty cool. He did give me a couple cool little things I wanted to show off. Got these from Florida for me. Isn't that cool? I think they look awesome. They're all polished up. Now it's Animite, 415 million years old. And then he got me a shark's tooth fossil. I think this one's 110 million. Yep, 110 million. And he got me a cool arrowhead. I got a little Native American in my blood, and grabbed me this, even though this is more of a prehistoric one, I think. And this thing is sharp, very sharp. But very cool. I'm very happy to get those. So, to get to my video, anyway, I had uploaded for you guys the Death Star Trench, the TIE Fighter, a couple little spoofs, and none of them seem to be uploading. And it's anytime that I don't make this video on one take and I have to cut it and put it through the editor and then try to upload it to YouTube, something's going wrong and it's just not doing it. So now I have to make my videos in one take. So let's try to do this. Can you tell which one of these came out of the Death Star Trench? Well, I'm going to show you the little differences between all three of the Darth TIE, and then you guys can decide which one you like the best. Now we're going to start off with this one here in the middle. Let's get a good look at coloring. It's more of a, it's not as dark as that one, it's not as light as that one, it's kind of right in the middle. As you can see, the light reflecting on the plastic. This is a shiny, slippery, kind of plastic. Different than the other two. The missile has gray, and then they painted the tip of the missile, so it's almost like they wasted one of the paint apps on this, because they did no paint apps whatsoever on this or any of it. Now when you get inside, we have the sticker on the cockpit. Now these things plug in, and if you can see, these are kind of reddish orange. Alright, now we got the date down here. This was the first one, 1997, that came out. Also has a trigger for the, if I can do this with one hand, so the cannons come out. I don't know if you've never know. I'm not sure if you guys know about that or not. For the ones who don't know about it, well, that's what it's for. Let's get a look in the cockpit. It's got one sticker. And the wing just fell off. Oh well. Okay, so that's the 1997 version. Now, I can't remember if this was from the Vintage Collection or the Sega line. Some reason I keep thinking this was from the Sega. I think, let me see. Yep. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure which one this one come from. But anyway, right here you'll see that they went with a full green plastic missile. No more painting the tip of it, and I think with the extra paint they wasted on the missiles, they added in all these little silver gouges. Also has them on the wings. As you can see, this is a little darker shade than that one. That one's more like a blue. This one's more like a dark gray. That's like a blue gray, and this is more of a darker bluish gray, and that's more of this kind of the same color. Now this is the cool part up here, and looking at the effects they put up here. They put 2 silver pieces. Now if you look at that piece, that's a bright yellow they put there, and then right here, it's harder to see, but there is a silver piece there. It's a little bit duller. You got your 2 red dots in the back, which the other one did not have the red dots in the back. So we got 2 red dots in the back. Now that's a nice deep red. Keep that in mind. That one's a deep red. Now our plug-in pieces, this is probably the red. That's more of a real red color. It's a little on the dark side, and they also plug in. Now let's take a look in the cockpit. Now this one has a black seat, and it's got the sticker, and they chrome painted over some of the instruments and put red dots. Now I love paint instead of stickers, so that is really cool. But otherwise it's pretty much the same cockpit. And on the bottom this one says 2003, and like the other one, nothing on the other wing. Now let's get to the Death Star Trench one. Now this is the one that comes from the Death Star Trench. It's the darkest of the 3, as you can see. It has a very dark color. The missile is 100% green. And they also added in the paint apps. Now if you look right, just as an example, right here we got one there, one there, one there, and one there. See the shapes? They also did that on this one. Except it's not as bright. You know, you can see the silver there, there, and there. Stands out more on this one because of the darker color of the plastic. And oh, I didn't show that before. The tips of the guns are painted black and silver, and they are also painted black. It's no silver on this one, so this one just got black. Okay. Now we get into the cockpit area. Now if we look up here, it's the same paint app as the other one, except for they changed the color. Now it's a dull or yellowy orangey color. Now compare that to the bright yellow. But it's weird, this one over here, the silver here, only stands out, like if you get it out of the light, you can't even tell that that's silver. You know, this one's more of a reflective, to where this one, the silver stands out pretty much wherever I go. It's a deeper silver, but a lighter yellow. Now the funny thing is, this is a Death Star Trench one. This shocked me. You open up the cockpit, yes, it's got the black seat, it's got the same paint there, but whoa! No sticker. No sticker for the cockpit. The cockpit is bland. So, that being said, the only difference you're getting on this one is a darker plastic and a little bit of silver paint that you can barely make out that's even there on the gun. Oh, also, these. Now, this almost looks red in my camera, but if you really look at it in person, it's like a fluorescent orange. And same with the dots on the back. These ones are more of a true red. These are more of a orangey kind of coloring. So, I would have to say the 2003, whatever version this one is, it's 2003. It's either the Saga or the Vintage line. I can't remember which one. It's probably the best buy. I kind of like it being a lighter color as it is too, because that's pretty much how they were. I mean, this one's looks good dark. I do like the dark on this too, but I don't know, without the sticker, I mean, I hate stickers, but still, when you're looking down in the cockpit, it needs something there. They should have painted something or put a design on there. They shouldn't have just, I mean, look at it. What is he flying? You know, it's just like a chair. But yeah, this is the comparison on all the things. Oh, I forgot to show this too. Now this one has more writing on the bottom, the Death Star Trench one. So you got this right here, same mark, 2003. So it's showing us that they used the same molding, you know, to make this. But on this side, well, what's that? Okay, there we go. We got this. Hasbro, Europe, so UK. So this must have come out of the UK branch of Hasbro for the Death Star Trench Run. So this one does have extra writing, so I know some people are wondering that, is there a way to tell the difference between all three of Darth's tie? If you have them, and yeah, there is. You can definitely, there's some clear differences in all three of these, and there's definitely different plastic used in all three of them. So that's that. Also, I wanted to show while I'm there, the TIE Bomber. Now I opened this one up and I tried uploading a video and it didn't come out, but I'll have to say that feeling this TIE Bomber in my hand, I think it's so sturdy and it feels right. I don't know how to explain that to you, but it's stocky and you shake it and it's just not flimsy. I mean, look at the thickness of the wings in there. It isn't like TIE Fighters or Darth's tie, you know what I mean, where it's just, I don't know, this just feels thick and sturdy and it just feels like the way it should. I don't know. And look at the paint on it. You got metal flake in the black, got battle damage. This thing is nice. And like one thing, it has a full door. Now this is what I expect to see on a ship. When I'm looking at this, what are they getting? There's no glass, you know? No glass. He's gonna breathe space air, suck through the vacuum of space. Same on the new one. They didn't ever put no glass in there. So I do like that. That is awesome. Now the coolest feature about this TIE Bomber is the missiles. Now these are unique missiles. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I've ever seen missiles like these on any other ship. It's a plastic with a red missile in the center. Now these things are cool, I think. You know, because of that kind of luminous look, like they did. And you drop the missiles down this little hole. And then you have the button right here that expels the missile through this launcher right here. Pretty cool. So that's the TIE Bomber. Let's get a good look at her. All in her. Has these cool little plastic straps that kind of fold in. You can put them tight or loose. They go up and down. I pull them out just for looks, I guess. Back end has two big I don't forget what they call them. Are those ion, or I don't know, I forget what their engine base is on the ties. But look at the detail. This ship has got something a little bit all over it. Oh, let's get in the cockpit. And the thing that's cool about that is it actually has, see the little handles for the figure's hand? I don't think none of my TIE Fighters or Darth's ties or any of them has any kind of grip for the hands. This is the only one. Which is very cool. And I like the window. The window in this, see how big it is? It's the whole front of the tie. You expect to see something like this, other than a little tiny window. When you're actually in the ship and you were flying it, you really only got the distance between, you know, right there and there to look through. You know, you're looking over here and here, it's be hard, and the same with Darth's tie. There's really not much front room and clearing between the framework to actually look out of. Alright, now on to the X-Wing. Now the X-Wing does remove right here, and it does have some engine detailing in there. This is probably made just for easy storage. The window. Now I noticed when I got mine, the window was very smoky, but I was able to wipe off some of it. It was like an oil, but during certain, like looking straight down at it, or like this angle here, it's clear. But if you get at the right angle, you'll still see the, yeah, there it is, the cloudiness. I don't know what that is. That's just, it's really nasty. Kind of bugs me. But from the right views, you can't tell. Now, this is the R2 that came with it. He's just all the figures are basically repacks, and they seem a little bit cheaper than the actual repack, actually, because both Darth and Luke's hand keeps falling off every time I go to pose them. When we go into the cockpit here, it's removable and on a string so you don't lose it. Now this is a really cool feature so that you could get the figure in and out easy. It does have a targeting computer. You know, it's not painted up like the Y-Wing one I just did, but this is still very cool to have it. Now that's paint. This does have some paint work on it. Just a stick. Now on the bottom, has one compartment for storage, and well, bam, this does turn. You got the proton missile, or the missile, I forget what kind it was, and then you have your opening landing gear, which is very cool. And these also extend out for your landing gears. Now I love the detail. The center of this ship is really awesome. I just love it. But this whole mechanism down here and the wings itself, they kind of bug me. I mean, look at this. Let's put this, open this into full position and let it go. There we go. Full position opening. That's Luke's ship opened up and going. Yeah, right. It doesn't even work. Literally, you have to probably, if you're going to put it into the opening position, get something in there to prop it open. I have to leave it like that. Without my fingers or something wedged in there. It's just a floppy, horrible mess. Now the guns themselves are a little bit disappointing. Me, I like things like symmetrical, so you know, I see that they have blue on here, and then on the other side the blue is on the bottom, and kind of bugs me looking at it. You know, I was going to put both blue ones on the top, but when I pull them off, they got this weird hookup. You got this 2 poles here and 1 pole there, and if you go on this side, you got the 2 poles in the front and the one in the back, and it's reversed. So that means no other gun. I can't take this gun and switch it because the holes are on different sides. So they have to pretty much go where they are. They should have made them all the same fixture, you know. That way I could take this bottom one off and put it on the top if I want, or put the bottom, you know, vice versa. They won't let you do that. And pretty much though, as a toy itself, I mean, this is a good display piece. This is an awesome display piece. It looks movie accurate. It's great. But as a kid playing with it, I don't know. You know, it's so flimsy. It feels like it's gonna fall apart in my hand, and the wings just feel so cheap. That with my pinky. It's just wobbly and you know what I mean. You don't even want to put it in your hand and play. So now that I got my finger propped open, it's opening a little bit better, but try to close this thing and then reopen it. Well, that opened up a little bit better that time. You've seen it the first time. Most of the time it doesn't even like to open up that way. But yeah, this is definitely an awesome ship. It's going to be, you know, it's definitely the best X-Wing I got. I mean, let's compare it to the other X-Wing. Now the other X-Wing I do like because of the wings. I mean, the wings, this isn't floppy, it just feels sturdy. The wings just feel a part of the ship. You know, that one, it just feels like the wings are just going to fall off at any moment. But for size comparison, that's a huge difference. I mean, this one is so much more accurate. And of course the detail on it is just really, really beautiful. But I still like having the other X-Wings, you know. Makes good diorama scene. You put this one up in the front, you know what I mean, closest to your view, and you stick these ones in the background so that it makes it look like the illusion that they're so far away in space that they're smaller, you know, than that, you know, that they're all the same size, but this one's just smaller because it's way off in the distance, you know, flying. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's good to have an X-Wing finally that is more accurate to the movie. So this is going to be a good prize piece. Mainly going to use this for display as soon as the room is done. I'm going to have a good vehicle stuff set up. But yeah, this is the catching up I've been doing for trying to catch up on some of these videos for you guys. I have a few more that I've been wanting to come out. I do still have a lot more too of the Old Republic music videos. I might just throw one of those out a month for you guys. It's just the same video, different music tracks on it. I had made up a whole bunch of them a long time ago, you know, so when I play my music, I got something on my TV to go with it, you know. So if you guys like that and you want to see more of it, just let me know in the comments. And as for my plans too, I'm trying to you know, get the room done. I've been rebuilding the bar scene. Oh, speaking of, I was telling Manny, you know, MP Villain out there, I was watching my video and I noticed, I'm like, oh, where's my, you know, I can never pronounce this guy's name. It's like HK or Crackle Fraz something or whatever his name is. But I just noticed he wasn't in my video, and I have 3 of these, and I was like, what the heck? Then I went on eBay to, you know, because I thought someone might have stole it or I lost them for good, and I checked and they were like almost 50 bucks a piece. And then just the other day I got home and I was just opened up this one thing and boom, there he was, one of them was sitting. So I was like, wow, when I wasn't looking for him, I found one. So now that I found this one, I have good hopes that the other 2 are laying around here somewhere and I can find those. But sadly, these guys didn't get added into the bar scene. So, and he's like one of my favorite figures. Let me pull him out here for a minute. You gotta see if you guys haven't seen him, you gotta check out the detail on him. He comes with a bar glass too, so he was meant for the bar. Let's see if I can get this in. Look at that detail. Yeah, his mouth is can't open it. It's got a little bit of flexibility there. Look at the detail. This is one of my favorite bar minions. Because he's like Bosk, but different. He's got good paint apps. Look at the hand. I was actually thinking, you know, I wish I had one of these that I would actually want to customize, but being that they're kind of rare, I always wanted to make one of these into a Darth, you know, a Sith. So I mean, look at that hand. He's even got the Sith pose, you know. But yeah, look at that detail, and even in his hands. See, there's one thing. I gotta take that